guys. And yeah,
Your mic's on.
plenty. Oh, is my mic not working?
You're good.
No,
You're good
yeah,
now.
no,
You're good now.
What was it? What was it doing before?
It barely could hear you.
Was
Oh,
just
fuck,
skipping.
fuck. I bought this shit a month ago. I can't be bothered. Right, yeah. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. All of that you already know. There's plenty to get into in this stream. But obviously, we're going to be previewing the semi-final against Al-Hilal. But there's also going to be a lot to talk about in terms of transfers and also ex-players because I don't know what it is with 2022, but every single player is being exposed, and it's just fucking horrific to look at. But we're going to delve into everything. Leave us all your thoughts down in the comment section below. Big up everyone that's locked in. As we have also said for about the past 7 months or something, we're on the road to 25k. Literally haven't moved a K since then. It's been fucking horrific. But yeah, big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. You guys already know. And let's get into it. Jesters, what are you telling me, bro?
Not much. We were just doing this yesterday. Nothing much has changed. Looks like maybe Mason Mount will be available for the game. But if we actually need him to beat Al-Hilal, we don't deserve the cup anyway.
I think if we're struggling without any one of our players, I believe you on that point too.
Yeah, I just don't want to see the same front three. Now, one of them is okay, the guy that played on the right, but the other two, number 20 and number 9, I don't even want to see them play. Other than that, I'm good.
What numbers did you say?
20 and 9.
Yes. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm here for that. Sportswire, I see you as well. Sorry, man. I forgot to send you an invite. 1 second. Josh, what are you telling me, bro? You all good?
Yeah, man, definitely ready for the game tomorrow. This is my first Club World Cup experience with Chelsea, so I'm looking forward to you get exposed to some different teams, to some different parts of the world, and some different leagues. I agree with Jester. I think this is something that you shouldn't be concerned about missing guys in a game like this to get the win. Although I'll have a couple of decent players. Hopefully we'll see maybe a different front two at least. I agree. I think Ziyech has been playing very, very good last three weeks or so. But we'll see. We'll see what Tom. I guess Tuchel's going to do the lineup from London, so we'll see what if he's been watching the same stuff we have. But yeah, ready for the game.
Let's go, Scott. What are you saying, my guy?
Not much, bro. Just trying to do as much limited and last minute research I can on Al-Hilal because I know nothing about them apart from a few players.
That's more research than I've done, bro. So respect.
and I can't lie, I'm on a weird trying to respect them because I don't want to do what we did with Zenit and just be like we're going to smash them and then we end up struggling. But I also don't want to be like, oh, we're going to struggle against them because these guys aren't good. They're not great. Just looking at where they are in the league this season and how they've done, they're not great. But I want to be respectful.
See, that's the thing. I want to be respectful as well, but because it's different continents, I'm not sure the quality of the teams involved. I do believe the South American teams are more likely to give us a bit of a fight, but I'm not too sure about the Asian sides either, so I don't know what to expect. But it's something that we're just going to have to deal with when we get into it, innit? C1, what are you saying, bro?
C1 nothing much. My mic was bugging.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, hopefully we win. I don't want to underestimate these, man, because they have certain players that used to cause us problems in the Premier League. But as Jester says, if we need certain players to win this, we don't deserve it, bruv. But just get the job done, please. We need to complete football.
Yeah, I'll be real. I'm going to be fuming at whoever is the reason for us not winning the club.
I don't care who it is. They better not fuck up this one, bruv.
Damn fucking right. Damn fucking right. Bleeding Blue, what are you saying, man?
I'm pretty good. Like Josh, this is my first Club World Cup. I am shitting myself in a in terms of like we might not actually win this, because I swear to God, this is the one I want for this season. And everything else can fuck off. This is the one I want. So let's get this done on Saturday, Wednesday first for Saturday. We better make it that fucking final.
Yeah, Dag as well, my guy. Oh shit, Alex in the background. What are you saying?
What's going on, y'all? Long time no see. Yeah, I mean, shit. Just been bored as hell with this AFCON, but it is what it is. Just trying to make it through. Hopefully. Oh man, listen, I remember the last Club World Cup. I was young, and it was like really the first couple times that I was really getting into football and Chelsea. But I swear to God, that shit was depressing as hell. But if we don't win this time, it's gonna be extremely sad considering I don't know what else we're gonna be able to win this year. So let's pray we can get one more trophy.
We already won Super Cup.
I know, boss man, but what else we got to look forward to?
Super Cup, we already won.
We know that Alex wears the pants in his family. He's drinking out of the carton. And need a glass right from the carton.
Right from the jug, you know.
He knows what's up.
To tell you how,
like Kurt Angle in his prime.
No, I didn't have time to take my shoes off, man. I literally ran into the house. I almost got in a fight on the road. So,
shocker.
To tell you how old school, this is buttermilk. This is not even a milk.
What the fuck?
Are you nasty?
That's disgusting.
Welcome to the South, huh?
Drink it straight from. Oh my God, you just did it again.
Okay.
Oh my God, what are you saying, Alex?
You're
built
not proper Russian if you don't drink buttermilk, man.
He's built different.
That's why the Russians are a hardy folk and they can withstand the cold weather, right? Buttermilk.
But is that a type of white Russian? Do you have a little vodka in there too?
No.
Then it's not a proper Russian breakfast.
Not proper Russian. I got no minerals for Russian.
Fuck's sakes. Right, Club World Cup semi-finals, Al-Hilal. Obviously, you know there's a few recognizable names in there. Mateus Pereira, the name no one wants to hear after last season. Damn right, say it again, prick. Musa Marega, Odion Igalo's in there too, I think. What's his name?
Lewis, we're actually going to face Mark Henry again. Jesus, man.
Mark Henry.
You've also got Andre Carrillo, who played for Watford for a season on loan. You got a couple of other names, kind of depending on what other leagues people watched. But
it's more in the attack. Their defense is very susceptible.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean they're back. Yeah, they're
but
back.
I mean,
Back
it's our
probably
attack was very susceptible too to not doing anything.
Yeah.
Here's a stat
and they have a couple. Or never mind.
I watched the game before that when they won 4-1. They create more. The other team create a lot of chances. They just didn't finish it. So it's kind of similar to us, but they do have a good threat. Good threat.
Is Al-Hilal the team? I'm sorry for cutting you off. Is Al-Hilal the team that has the Egyptian players with the Egyptian national team?
No.
Okay,
That's Al-Hilal.
I think the Egyptian national team play in Egypt tournament. Like somebody told me that most of Egyptian players that play for national team are actually playing in Egyptian
their league.
Yeah.
So we just need to watch out for set pieces. The stat is that Manchester United has not scored a set piece goal since Igalo has left the team.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But he wasn't playing that regularly to be scoring so many, was he?
They weren't scoring so many, but I think he was the last one to score one.
Fucking hell, I think that says more about shit United are from set pieces.
Well, that too. I'm just saying it's just gonna be like Plymouth Argyle. You know,
Are we worried about Chelsea specifically from set piece? I mean, granted, we did concede the game against Plymouth through a set piece, but it hasn't been something regular this season.
I think that's
there's always that chance of a foul or a handball or
I didn't actually see them score from set pieces when that team played. They played an open play. Like they played an open game. It was pretty open.
Yeah, but you don't ever think that their players are going to beat our defensive players from open play. They shouldn't be. You're talking about Thiago Silva. You're talking about Rudiger, Chalaba, Christensen. You really expect those players to be beat from open play by Al-Hilal's players? No. So it's going to come down to set pieces, a penalty maybe. Somebody doing a madness in the box. Those are the things you really need to look for when you're playing teams that are that far below you in terms of talent.
That Pereira guy, he scored. He's good in in transitions. They played. He splits the defensive mid pretty easy.
They don't have a decent side. Come on,
Of
if
course
they
they
wouldn't
don't.
even
Of course
be,
they don't.
they would be in a championship team, maybe. A
Yeah,
championship
but what about
team?
Plymouth? Plymouth is not even a championship.
And
Is
we
it?
struggle.
Yeah, well, that's more about us than it was the other team. We still had 40 some odd shots on goal.
Yeah.
I think as
It's
well,
insane.
Alex's point about they miss hella chances is backed up by the fact that these guys are fourth in their league, and most of those are because they've had so many. Like they've played 17 games, 7 of those have been draws. Like their top goal scorer has left the club. Their next top goal scorer has 6 goals.
Was Gomez at Al-Hilal?
Yeah,
Is that where he was
Gomez
at?
was the top goal
Yeah,
scorer.
he
and he
was.
left.
He ain't there now.
Yeah, I think Morega's their next top goal scorer with 6 goals.
Well, thank you for that, Jazza. I really thought the game was played on paper. I mean, that's a revelation for me. I did not know that they played on a pitch. I'm sorry.
Was that a Statstone Matter guy?
Same thing. I thought it was a cardboard too.
Cardboard, yeah.
That's a shame. A real shame.
Look, if you're going in with apprehension that we shouldn't beat this team, then you don't rate Chelsea in the first place.
No.
If you rate Chelsea, there should be no apprehension that we should smash this team. I'm not saying we will,
smack them.
but
Same
we
reason.
should.
Yeah,
I think
same
we're- I
reason
think
why.
we're-
Same reason why. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dad. Go ahead.
Same reason why the Chelsea Instagram team went ahead and put us in the final already. Did y'all see that shit?
What?
If you go look at the timeline for the Club World Cup, they already put us instead of 2 empty slots for Saturday, they already put the Chelsea badge in one of the slots for Saturday. So if we don't win, this is about to be some shameful ass shit.
Oh, we're gonna get slammed for that.
Yeah, I think what's throwing a lot of people off is the fact that they won 6-1 against Al Jazeera. The people saw 6 goals and they're like, "Oh my God, this team scored 6 goals in a game." It's like, yeah, they played Al Jazeera though. Let's not
It's a
get
newspaper,
too
isn't it?
scared. Yeah, it's a news. Yeah.
No, I don't think they're worried about the fact that they
I made
bagged
the
6.
joke
They're
earlier,
worried about
Slim,
the fact
just so
that
you
we
weren't there.
scraped the victory against League One Plymouth.
I think that's the thing. If we'd have beaten
We're gonna meet
Plymouth
CNN in the
comfortably-
final.
Yeah, if we'd have beaten Plymouth comfortably, there'd be no apprehension, I think. But I think it's because we struggled so much against the Plymouth team. We've basically damn near our full strength team.
Literally.
As
That's-
full strength as we can get right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that, but that's more about the players we had on the pitch.
Right.
Yes, because look, if
We
you
were
play with
playing-
number 9 and number 20, you don't have your best team on the pitch.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that one. For me, it's number 5. It's Mr. Number 5. Because I don't know
Yeah,
about
he
y'all,
doesn't
but
score.
I don't know about y'all, but I remember the last time that the last time that Pereira came over and played against J5. He went ahead and absolutely tore
Yeah,
the new
the
one.
last time Pereira played against J5, you had that fucking Walad who had a massive disaster class in defence, and 4 of the goals were his own fault.
Exactly.
Even
I
in
mean,
spite of Jorginho being poor in that game. Like, let's be real, Zouma got spun all match. 100%. I remember one of the balls went completely over his head. The other one, he was out of position. The other one, he was chasing the wrong player. And then he also had that habit of just never tracking back when he got beaten. About 3 or 4 of the goals was fine. Even if we're going to go back to this game, yeah, I've already said I didn't think Jorginho was great against Plymouth. But how the fuck are you not looking at the frauds up front? And we're thinking the
Absolutely.
problems in midfield.
Oh, boss
Yeah,
man. Don't think that the problem is. Hold on. The problem is completely in attack. But I'm just saying, if we are going to lose, the only way we are going to lose, such as Jester said, the only way we're going to lose is either set pieces or personal mistakes. And unfortunately,
Or
I
being
don't
wasteful up front.
or being wasteful.
No, because with a clean sheet, I believe we can beat them in penalties. So I don't
got
think
Kepa.
being wasteful up front will
No,
end up.
we shouldn't even
I
be
don't think it will
thinking
affect.
Hey,
about
if it
again,
comes to pens, I'm gonna kill myself, man.
Yeah,
No,
bro. If we're
absolutely, Josh,
if
you're
we're
absolutely right.
requiring penalties to
But
beat
at
this
the
team,
core of it,
I'm telling you now, if we
we're
require
requiring a clean
penalties,
sheet.
if we require penalties to beat Al-Hilal, Palmeiras will fucking walk through us.
Yeah, no question.
Exactly. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I mean we have to be. Everyone's, I think, pretty much hit the nail on the head. Like this comes down to number 9 and whoever's on the left wing. Like Mao and Ziyech probably could have both had hat trick of assists in that Plymouth game if people just are capable of finishing.
exactly.
Or made runs.
Or we're like where they need to be.
Or win take-ons.
But not dribble to the end line when you don't have a left foot. But I mean. Like, it'll be interesting. I mean, I don't expect anything crazy from the lineup just because of, I think, what we've seen in the recent history. Like, Tuchel's just not going to make changes. I don't know if he's trying to play Lukaku into form. That shit has sailed, man. Like, he's played, I don't know how many games in a row now and hasn't
8 games in a row.
Yeah, hasn't been good in one of them.
Played that many games? Oh, fucking hell.
Bro, he's played ever since the Tottenham game at home in the Carabao Cup.
He's going to start tomorrow. Just so you know.
Absolutely. I expect him to.
Fucking
He started.
What
I
about
don't
Joe?
care.
What about Joe?
I would love to see Kai Havertz start next to him, to be honest with you, in that spot. Because Havertz came on against Plymouth in 6 minutes, had a really beautiful assist to Alonso. That's a really nice pass. Anyway,
I can't even lie. Havertz was shit. Like that.
He was, but at least he did something. He was, but he did.
I think if you watch that back, that's a beautiful pass, man.
It's gone. It's absolutely gone, man.
That one assist, that one assist masked a dreadful. That was a dreadful performance.
Yeah, but you gotta keep it in context.
Won us a game.
Yeah, so you got to put it in the context that there was somebody on the pitch before who couldn't do that. So he came on and in 6 minutes did that. Like,
well, Josh also came on and missed 2 easy chances to pass them out open, bro. He also didn't do that well.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think anyone's going to have a perfect game every game, but he did produce an end product which won us the game.
Okay.
I'd like to see him continue to get an opportunity to try to do that kind of stuff.
We're going to slate somebody who came in and did something to win us the game, who hasn't played in what, 4 weeks?
Yeah, at least.
So, but we're gonna sit here and say, hey, we're not gonna talk about the number 20 on the wing and the number 9 who did fuck all game.
Well, we're talking about Havertz now, though. We're not talking about Hudson doing now.
Of all the attackers we had on the pitch in the Plymouth game, there was only one that was any good. The other 4.
Has anybody heard from Oscar?
I wouldn't be surprised if Pulisic will start tomorrow instead of Cho on that side.
I
But
would be
Lukaku
against that.
definitely
To be fair, I wouldn't be against that.
Yeah, I'd give Pulisic a run out. Like, I don't know what Hudson-Odoi is still doing on the pitch, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I had a question what he's doing at Chelsea's team, but
I'm not even gonna lie. I do not think Pulisic is gonna be any better. I do not think Pulisic is.
I don't know whether he's gonna be any better, but Hudson-Odoi
the last annual checkup with the physician, he told you don't think because
why do we think that, Dad? He's had 3 starts at left wing and he scored in 2 of those 3 starts.
Boss man, I have watched
Pulisic. He has 3 starts at left wing. He's scored in 2 of those 3 starts.
What were those 2 games? Liverpool and what?
Actually, they don't have him starting at left wing. They have him starting.
No, Leicester came on the bench.
It was Leicester.
No,
he came off the bench at Leicester.
Yeah,
and he came off the bench at Liverpool.
Well, let's just say that number 10 is the only left winger we've had in the past 3 seasons that's actually put up any numbers.
Yeah.
Boss man, is it?
Unfortunately, that's not exactly true. Willian put up.
What did he say?
Yeah, but William was mostly on the right that last season, wasn't he? Under Lampard.
Yeah, but William wasn't here. I'm talking about when Pulisic came.
Last 3 years, he was.
Hold on.
But William played on the right, didn't he?
Yeah.
Not?
That last
season, he played on the left.
Hold on.
He
Yeah,
played
no,
on the left a
I
lot more.
need to speak.
No, we
I
interchanged.
In the
Interchanged.
last season, he did. In his last season, he played a lot more on the left, and he got 9 goals in the league.
No, but when he played with Pulisic, he would have
Eight-
played
Eight
right.
penalties, Scott.
Yeah, like hella penalties.
Without Pulisic, he plays on the left. I think with Pulisic, he played on the right.
Who? William? Yeah, William. I
Yeah.
sort of remember mostly being on the right. I'm sure he did play left at some
He
point.
only played left the first month of Lampard's reign, I think.
He's actually a better left winger than he is a right winger because he doesn't have left foot. He can't be.
Yeah,
He's
it's
not
like
Pedro.
Willian at right wing, Willian at left wing.
Yeah,
that's-
he's just a little bit better, but he is a better left winger because he.
and then you got Willian against Tottenham, and then it
Yeah.
goes up. To
You know, Pedro could play right wing because he could cut in and had a left foot.
Right.
Williams' left foot was not as good as Pedro's.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
right.
I'm
What
sorry.
I'm
Did
saying- what I'm
William
saying
have the
about
left foot
Pulisic-
at all? He
The
barely
only
had
thing-
any right foot. So how he like?
Mhm.
William.
Yeah,
Yeah, he could take a set piece. He
Yeah,
scored.
William was a good set piece taker.
he was all right at set pieces.
Okay, is the corner considered as a set piece?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was shit at
corner
corners.
No, we're talking
So
about
why would
left.
he murder every time murder a person in front of it? Like if it was a gun, there will be no survivors
Yeah, he's
in the
definitely
front row.
He's killing somebody.
Wow.
Hella
That went to a dark
concussions for
place.
the first man is peak.
Trust.
Fuck
That
it.
went to a dark place quick.
Yep, and that
Pedro
place is
was
still
cold,
further than
man.
Williams' corners ever went to. But we.
Yeah. I mean,
There should
I
be
don't
assault
care. Like, I
charges
don't.
on each one of them.
I don't care if it's Pulisic on the left wing. I need to see somebody else there, whether it's Havertz.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Werner because everyone will go crazy. I'd like to see Havertz or Pulisic there, but I don't care which one it is. Like, I'm not calling for
Y'all
one over the other.
I honestly
watch
would
the
not
US
start.
League game,
I
right?
want if Kai Havertz
Justin.
starts both Lukaku, I want Kai Havertz to be the prime number 9 and Lukaku
Yes.
play off him.
But yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping that they would be on the pitch more off of each other than like Kai's
Yeah.
on a left wing. He'd be more like kind of a left forward with Lukaku.
Two strikers, like with two proper
Yeah,
strikers, and
Right.
play off of each other.
That's not going to happen.
I was going to say that.
No,
that's
but
not,
can a guy wish?
Well, if I had my
I was
wish,
going to say
wouldn't
that
have
it
number
also
9 in
doesn't
the
work
team.
just in a sense of you'd need an overlap in left back, and we don't have anyone in our team that can overlap on that left hand side.
Efficiently. We don't have anyone that can do it efficiently.
Yeah,
I mean, right
Well,
now.
Marcus will do it. It just takes him to next week to do it.
Yep.
Well, what's his name? Did JFK went to the tournament?
Who?
JFK.
Oh, what, Kennedy?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
Kennedy.
Kennedy did.
Yeah. He's
Oh. I was like, no, he had his head blown off.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm saying like if he did, that means that he can overlap.
Yeah, happy
Yeah.
birthday,
Yeah.
Kennedy, by the way. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to Kennedy.
But
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
only if we're playing
Happy
a back
birthday,
three.
Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Kennedy. That's it.
Fuck,
That's only if
he
we're playing a
begged me.
back three. And if we're playing a back four, Kennedy doesn't take a sniff at left back.
Yeah,
If
he'd be more of a wing. He'd be more of a winger if we played back four. He would come on as probably one of the front three guys.
Yeah, and if
He can
if
be
he's getting-
somebody put Kennedy on the right wing and he can cut in on the left foot.
Yeah,
But that's what Ziyech's supposed to do it.
I mean,
So I went back and looked at Ziyech's numbers for the game, and I'm hoping that most of his lost possessions were the crosses that nobody got in on because he had 38 lost possessions in that.
No, that's what the process.
I think it
Yeah,
will be a
definitely. There was Lukaku and Cho was just like helicoptering each other. You. No, not you. You're supposed to get it. No, you're supposed to get it. No, you're supposed to get it. And we're just doing this, Macarena, with each other. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, so I know he had
Absolutely.
23 crosses and only like
yeah. So there's your answer right there. 23 crosses, and nobody got on the end of any of them. So those are probably 23 of his lost
one
possessions.
time.
And we're
One
supposed to
time,
have a
yeah.
really, really tall striker, aren't we?
Who doesn't jump?
That dude got cements in his Timberlands.
I think if he will just stand on his tippy toes, it will be a 8-foot tall because that shoe size is 52. So there's like a foot size just a shoe. If he will just stand like a ballerina, he doesn't have to jump. And because of him, we conceded a goal. How?
100 million. Let's just
Hey.
have it paying together. 100 million.
like I always compare him to Eiffel Tower, right? I wonder how much the Eiffel Tower actually costed to bring to United States and put it up. I wonder if it's less than 100 mil.
No, it'd be more.
Eiffel Tower
It's
to build
not.
it, yeah.
It's not.
I wonder if it's a
Oh,
less to
what?
cost to Eiffel Tower to build.
Let me Google that real quick.
It might be. It might be.
Yeah, actually,
inflation.
Well, at least he didn't score an own goal because I watched him enter from a set piece, score an own goal. Lukaku. I was like, that's why you don't have forwards sitting as your last man.
Maybe that's
because
the
their-
reason
their
why he
job
didn't
is to put
clear
the
that
ball in
ball.
net.
Maybe that's the reason why he didn't clear the ball.
Motherfuckers are pissing me off.
Good lord, language, Lewis. Watch your fucking
No,
language.
sorry, I'm just looking through the timeline and the amount. Sorry, I know I'm going off topic here, but the amount of people who are trying to downplay the shit that happened yesterday is just pissing me off.
Yeah, man, West Ham players are scum, dude. What do you want me to tell you?
No,
That's
West
just what
Ham
they do.
players. No, but like people are. We're talking about, it, and obviously people are
with the
getting angry
cat.
about.
With
Yeah,
the
people
cat.
are getting angry about it right now because it's the situation that's happened right now. But
West
people
Ham
are
fans
sitting
should be
there saying,
embarrassed.
I literally had someone message me right now saying focus on Greenwood, focus on Mendy in the serious cases. And I understand, right? Because this is the
What
whole reason
music?
why you wanted to speak about this on stream. I
Hey.
understand that fucking rape, domestic abuse, racism, they're all massive, horrible cases and they all need eradicating. Is animal abuse not there as well? Why are people downplaying one over the other just to compare? I don't understand it. You can ask what's serious compared to one or the other. Do what you want, but stop trying to downplay shit.
Yeah,
So
West
we could
Ham and
actually-
their fans should take care of it. I mean,
we could actually scientifically classify what Greenwood did as animal abuse too, because we're all animals, right? Mammals are animals.
Would you say
So
that?
if you look at it in
I mean,
that
fair
context,
enough.
it's all in the same. It's all in the same.
Well, if you believe,
it's all in the same
believe
bucket.
in evolution,
As a Christian, can't really speak on that too
No.
much.
No, me neither. But I'm not going to speak on the cat thing either because I'm a hunter. Okay, I eat what
Hunter
I
for
kill,
what?
but I'm a hunter.
deer.
Deer,
Well, hunting-
doves,
hunting
What are we
for
talking
food.
about?
If
Yeah.
it's hunting for food, I don't really see too much of a problem with that. I'm
yeah,
Ethiopian.
but some people do.
I went to Ethiopia and I watched my family kill a goat for food. It's for food. Like I understand it from that point. That's like if we're gonna do that, then we're gonna go after nature as a whole because nature kills to eat. So I think that's understandable personally.
Well, there's a cultures where
If you're
cats
just
are
eating a
food.
cat for no reason, it's something completely different.
Yeah, we had a president that ate a dog. So
But I think it's just like football these days, man. They just like kind of like get some attention, for people. But at the end of the day, they know the truth behind it, and you know what Kurtzuma looks like. And from the outsider's perspective, you can say Kurtzuma is a nice guy, but after that video, it goes to show like you do not trust footballers from the outside perspective as well. Like, say like, oh, they're nice and good, sign signature this, signature that, but at the end of the day, footballers are footballers. They do things behind the scenes, like very secretive. At the end of the day, that's my point.
Pater, why aren't you out partying, man? What are you doing?
I'm debating myself to go into the pool, but there's no lifeguard.
you can't swim?
What
are you born on an island?
No. I was laughing on a different joke. I was thinking
Were you born?
some things don't drown. Some things don't drown.
Yeah, shit floats.
He's trying to get wet.
I'm still debating it, to be fair.
Just not the wet you're thinking of.
That's
No,
what
just
I
not the
was-
wet you're thinking of.
You know what?
That's what
That's probably a
first
good
crossed
idea,
my
buddy.
mind.
It's probably a good idea.
Just chill. Just
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
Good lord. Hey,
I've been,
are you gonna go with trunks or without trunks?
after what happened?
With submarine or without submarine?
I had to share the same flight with someone that you all know very well.
Man, I watched yesterday the funniest TikTok I ever heard. Man, it was such a funny joke. If you want, I can put it voice so you can hear it.
I don't even have TikTok.
No. It's a funny thing,
Jester,
man. I
you
love
gotta
funny
get on it,
videos.
boss. Jester, you gotta get on it.
Why?
You'd love it. It's all about the banter.
Father, you don't have a nice bar or a club around you, right, where you're at, Father?
Huh?
You don't have like a nice bar or club where you're at?
Welcome.
Kinda.
What's the slow burn joke you got for us?
So when my husband and I first started going out, he was a really bad snorer. And what he told me was when he lay on his back, his balls would cover his anus and create an airlock, and that's why he snores.
What the fuck?
Wallahi, what was that?
Just teased by picking
Right,
up
so
and seeing
there's a lot to this.
blocking his toot hole.
I cradled his balls for 3 years before I figured it out.
Hey!
The guy was like, "What a legend!" Did you didn't understand what he was saying? Lewis, you didn't get it.
No, I got it, but like, how did we get to that first and foremost?
We went from cat
He
kicking
wanted to
to
show us a TikTok.
that.
He wanted to show us a TikTok he saw.
Oh my word, they were so
fucking
funny,
hell,
man.
bro.
It was so funny, man.
You lie. It's like leaving YouTube autoplay on through the middle of the fucking night. You just get the most random shit. That was so random.
Off your ass for you, man. Fucking hell.
Here I was about to tell you.
We were in the middle of talking about Zouma and that happened, but we'll use that as a perfect
Can we
segue.
move on to
Fuck
Andres,
Zouma and we move.
Andres Maldini, please?
Yeah. Fuck Zouma, and also any of you guys who are trying to defend him personally, go fuck yourselves as well.
Hey, by the way, that's James' boy. I can't lie. That's James' boy.
Who?
Zouma.
Huh?
West Ham, do better with your players,
Yeah,
West Ham.
like last season, Jem used to back this guy a lot, though.
I have a feeling Jem won't be doing that anymore, but it is what it is. Because even the West Ham fans aren't backing him anymore. The only people that are backing him are, to be honest, I'm more hearing it from Africans, to be honest, and feel a bit let down from it, but we move. It is what it is.
It's a cultural thing. It's a cultural
No,
thing.
I get it's a
Africans
cultural
don't
thing, but
domesticate.
like, have some common
Africans don't
empathy.
domesticate animals. Africans don't domesticate animals.
He's from France.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking. We're not talking about Zouma. I'm talking about the responses from it. It's been most of the accounts that have been getting at me for speaking against Kurt Zouma have been African accounts. So I've just been saying like it's poor from them, and I feel hella disappointed. But I get your point that you're saying for Africa as well. I get what you're saying, Dag. So, yeah, just fuck it all off.
Daniel, I pray you've at least lived in Africa for you to be saying that. I pray you've at least lived in Africa. I pray.
He's from Nigeria.
Did he live there?
He said he's from Nigeria.
Did he live there?
If he's from there, he lived there.
I don't think you ever been there.
I was born there, so thank you very much, Alex. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was born in Ethiopia. But thank you very much.
How old were you when you moved?
Let's go.
When I moved out,
guys.
You 8 years old when you moved.
Yes.
So basically, you walked under your daddy's balls. You literally walked like, and didn't know nothing what's going on with you for 8 years.
8 years old. I had 5 years of standardized education in Africa. That's just walking out of my daddy's balls.
No, I'm saying you were as tall as your daddy's balls at that time. I don't think you can say how his life was there when you were 5 or 8.
I genuinely think you can.
Remember.
I'm sure you
like
can.
You think you can't remember? Like it's you.
I can remember.
I can remember things from when I was 4 years old up.
I can remember when I was 2. And I'm 47,
aren't you?
Yeah.
So
wow.
what will you remember? What?
I think one of my first memories was just my mum cooking some food. Personally, that's like one of my first ever memories.
So you remember that you 4 when she did it? You were 4 years old when she did it.
I
I
think it
wanna
was the
put a
day
bow-
before my 4th birthday.
Oh, okay.
I want to
Because
put
we
a
were getting
bow on
ready
the
for
Zo-
my birthday.
on the
So
Zouma thing.
yeah. You remember your birthdays pretty much. You remember your birthdays.
Birthdays and vague memories in school, and like that's
Okay.
about it. But like I have
I
some
moved when I
memories
was
from the area.
22, so I remember everything.
But
So
I remember
this is
everything.
the
earliest
last thing I'm
memories.
going to say about the Zouma thing, and some people might not like to hear it, but violence against pets is a first world problem, not a third world problem. If you understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, yes,
Absolutely. You're right.
Okay, it's like people banging on about climate change. That's a first world
Yeah,
problem. When
yeah,
you
people
when
have
you don't
bigger
know
problems.
when you're going to get your next meal,
Yeah.
you really don't care what the climate is.
No, but
So-
like I already agree with you. In this case of if you're killing an animal for food, I understand that. I don't see a problem.
No, but again, they're not going to be banging on about animal cruelty when they have other bigger issues in life. There was just a storm that hit Malawi and that part of Africa, and people lost everything they own. You think, and because it's in Africa, you think that they're going to get the help like an American would?
Nope.
So you think they're worried about violence against pets? No. It's a first world problem, which means the people who are affluent, that's a thing that they'll bang on about. Look, there is no SPCA in Africa. There's no animal, other than the hunting laws there.
Even
they
people
might-
talking about killing animals humanely for food, like there's not really a lot of access to do that either.
Yeah, look, it's a different. You go live out in a third world country, and you understand that
Look,
that
but
they
that's-
struggle
we're
for
not-
day to day
we're not
life.
talking
They're not
about-
worried about it.
We're not talking about people in Africa. We're literally talking about Zouma.
No,
We're talking about the reaction.
I
From
know reaction, but it's still like people need to understand that Zouma did that, not
Alex,
people
of
in
course.
Africa did it.
No,
You're right.
no
And
one's
we're not
saying they
supporting
did
him.
it.
No
No,
one's
we're
supporting
talking
him.
about the reaction of
Yeah,
it.
but
That's
that's
solely it.
I mean,
with Zouma, like it's already clear as day. Zuma's a prick.
Yeah, if you're gonna go buy a cat because it's an expensive cat. It's an expensive cat. So if you're gonna go out of your way to go buy an expensive cat, and you're gonna sign documents to say that you are the caretaker for the cat, you should be in no way hitting a cat
I
or
don't
abusing
think that was an
your animal.
expensive cat. I think it's just a random cat.
No,
regardless, the price tag
it's
doesn't mean
it's a
shit.
specific.
No,
type.
no,
First
no,
of all,
that's
it's
not
like
what
it's
I'm
like
saying,
dog breeds. It's
If-
like
if-
dog.
if-
I'm just saying it goes to an extent. I'm saying there's an extra step in it.
Yeah,
If you're buying a cat and you're a man, I have questions anyway.
if that's
dude.
a step here,
This dude.
Doing that.
Why men cannot play with pussies?
oh for
Oh.
fuck's sake.
Oh,
Fair enough.
It's a different word
fair
for
enough on
cat.
that one. But all I'm saying is, if you're a man and you bought a cat, I got some questions for you.
Nah, listen, I hate cats with a burning passion. I think they're little bastards, but still, I'm not going to buy a cat if I don't want it. And if I do for some reason get it, I'm not going to kick it. So if you got
Facts.
it, pet, don't kick it.
Facts. Facts.
Simple.
My
Yeah,
dog
but
gets
South
spanked.
Africa's a
My
little
dog,
bit more
when he
developed
misbehaves,
part of
he
Africa.
Just
gets
treat
smacked.
living beings nicely. That's it.
Yeah.
It's
Also-
very simple.
Unless you're hungry, and then you shoot those bastards.
Oh,
Yeah. When you're hungry.
Okay,
it's
boss
fine.
man.
you need to chill.
SW6 says we have SPCAs in South Africa. Fair enough. Didn't
Yeah,
even know that.
it's a more developed part of probably the most developed part of Africa is South Africa. If I'm not right,
You should have been mistaken. You
might
should be
be.
right. You should be right.
Yeah. Well, I can't really say
Yeah.
for sure, but yeah.
Um,
But yeah, big up yourself, SW6. Anyway, appreciate that.
Hey, Lewis, before we move on, let me just do something real quick. Alex asked before how much it would cost to build the Eiffel Tower today. I just did some research. In 1886, it cost $1.5 million. That converted today is $44.4 million. So for half an Eiffel Tower, you can get 2 Lukakus.
No, the other way. No.
Well, you know what I'm
Two
talking
Eiffel
about.
Towers.
Two Eiffel Towers gets one McCarthy.
Actually, it's funnier that way. He's fat as fuck.
Oh,
It's not even.
fuck.
Eiffel Tower is not easy, actually. Eiffel Tower is cheaper than Lukaku.
What are we talking about?
It's got more movement, too.
No, not even that. 2 Eiffel Towers are cheaper than Lukaku.
It's got more
I know,
movement.
I know we've been talking about PSG, but does France have
Probably
enough
because
room?
of wind is more movement.
Yeah.
Does France have enough
One
room for
Burj
a
Khalifa
second
is
Eiffel
much cheaper
Tower?
than Lukaku.
For 3. This is gonna be the third one. He's 2-1.
I know we spoke about maybe sending him to PSG. Do they have enough room for a second Eiffel Tower in Paris?
He's 2-1,
you
Josh.
know.
He's 2-1.
I guess it would be sending Big Ben over there.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent.
Because Big Ben makes noise.
Are we
Eiffel
done
Tower
with the
really doesn't.
preview?
Oh no! We just segued into Zouma discussion for a bit, but we're not done with the preview.
worries,
Sport
no
Fly,
worries.
what you got to
I
say,
think
bro?
my TikTok changed everything.
Yeah, it did.
What are you
Oh,
saying,
and
VJ?
Tim-
Anyway, you all good?
No, I just wanted to, like, for the Al-Hilal match, I actually did a preview with an Al-Hilal fan, and he was talking about certain things that I thought, you know what, I'll just share with you guys as well. Apparently, if they win this competition, it's going to be the first Asian club to win the FIFA World Cup. So they've got enormous pressure on them. They're 4 times Asian champions. They're 4th in their league position right now. So, and we were actually thinking that their manager is actually, doing a great job there. But it seems that the manager is actually
He's the
struggling.
one that actually wanted Chelsea job, but Chelsea didn't give him.
Yeah. So he's actually struggling
Monaco's
there.
job, Monaco's coach.
So
Yeah.
they're struggling.
Yeah, they're actually struggling there, it seems. So see, when I was actually hearing to him, I kind of related back to Chelsea because the way that he phrased it, he said he didn't know how to use his attackers. And I was like, okay, probably something that we don't know either how to do. So, it's sort of like this, right? They were an attacking team before this year. And then now after this coach has come into the equation, they've started, slowly digressing into, they're not basically understanding how to play under this manager. That's the situation right now, it seems. But then they'll still be able to, so even they were surprised that they won against Algeciras 6-1. They expected probably a win, probably a 2-1 or something. And this Pereira that we've been talking about, the West Brom lad. So he apparently has been in an out of form sort of a thing. And he actually scored in that game, right? And even the the Al-Hilal, Al-Hilal fans were actually surprised by that, it seems. So I don't think so. We have to worry about that person a lot.
Well, you can go ahead and tell them that he's almost guaranteed to have an opportunity against Chelsea.
BJ, so are we expecting
Charity
that
FC
we'll
will
have,
strike.
BJ, are we expecting that we'll have the majority of the ball then in this game?
So it works this way, right? They're attacking team, which means that they're quick-paced attacking team, it seems. So they basically get the ball and then quickly convert it into an attack, which means that we recover the ball very quickly. And then it's up to us to maintain position after that.
Right.
But they're going to be very quick on the attack.
So we may have spaces in behind if we turn them over in attack.
Yeah. Correct.
So how do they work? Counter attack or long ball?
No, they're very good on the ground, it seems.
Yeah, there was no counterattack. They played good against the other team, but the other team
What
is shit,
counter-attack?
man.
They're not going to play counter-attack now. Probably a low block again.
I mean,
Counter-attack, low block, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It won't be a low block or counter attack. I think they'll play more of attacking style of football or attacking brand of football. That's what they're used to, because that is how they've been operating in the Saudi league. And when they win against any team in Saudi, they seem to be winning most of the time 4-0, 5-0, like this only, it seems. So they're used to scoring more and conceding as well.
So on the defensive end, do you think they'll press the ball that when we have it? Is that how they'll try to get the ball back? Or?
Yeah, they might maintain this high line naturally, and that probably might work in favor of people like Werner if he's playing at all.
Oh, he's not gonna play. He's gonna get hold again.
Just out of nowhere, I don't know if this was announced earlier, but apparently Ziyech has just announced his retirement from international duty.
Well, I think as soon as they get a new coach, that might change.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I was saying I think it's Hamid Onsic. Like him
Well,
and
did you see what the
Amador
coach
hate each other.
commented on him? He said, "In no way he's playing in his team until
That's
I was
good
there."
news then. Let me see him focus on the club.
Oh well. Oh
Well,
well.
I'm confused. Why does he have beef with the coach?
The coach thinks he has an attitude issue.
Because coach is
Oh, well, I mean,
vegetarian
of
and he gives him beef.
Alex, man, let me just say, hold on. I just want to give a quick shout out, right? Because I haven't been on in a minute, but I watch almost all of them, and Alex and Scott and Jester have been geeking the shit out of me the past couple times. The Timberland cement jokes don't ever get old. So keep going, bro. Keep going. That should be killing me.
Is that literally somebody cement somebody put somebody in cement? That sounds like somebody put somebody in cement.
Fucking hell. That's like the clunkiest table I've ever heard. Right, I'll get the line up and we can just
Papa,
through this.
is there any other Chelsea fans besides you in the hotel?
Before we do it, what formation are we going for?
4-3-3.
Yeah, 4-3-3.
4-3.
I think it's going to be a
4-3-3.
big dick formation. I think it's going to be a big dick formation with penetration. It's going to be a 4-2-2-2-2-2-2-2 with squawk at the end.
Fucking hell.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen.
My
fuck.
god.
If we're, I pray Kovacic is playing. That's the only way that I see us winning.
He will.
If Kovacic is playing, I'm
it's going to
happy.
be exactly the same thing, but I think Cho is not going to play.
I think Conte is going to come in as well.
Well, with Havertz instead.
Fata, Prime ask if Astrid is with you traveling to.
One sec. Alright, cool. Yeah.
Y'all think we'll ever see Mason drop back into an 8 again?
He played as an 8 in the last game.
Also, again, to say in the comment section, if you guys want to change the lineup at any point, any super chat, any amount will get you guys a permanent change. So keep that in mind. But here's our team. Who we starting? We're gonna go for Kepa in goal for the semis, or we're gonna go for Mendy?
No.
Kepa. I don't think Mendy's available.
Prime.
Is he?
It changed.
No, Mendy's with the squad now.
Yeah, but it's too quick. Way too quick.
Oh, wait, before we start off, we already got one super chat. Let me just go through that quickly. Big up Artem saying people in Dubai think they have the tallest tower in the world until they see number 9 for Chelsea play tomorrow. Come on, man. He ain't the tallest tower in the world. He'd win some headers if he did that. But I appreciate the gesture you're trying to make anyway. Big up yourself. What else on that? All right, cool. We'll go back to the starting lineup. So what did you say, Kepa or Mendy? Because they're both with the squad right now.
Kepa.
I can see Kepa playing this game and Mendy playing the final, personally.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll hold Kepa like that.
All right, so
Kepa.
Kepa.
Mendy's not even there yet. So.
Yeah,
I swear he's
I think he is. Yeah, he
he was in Senegal yesterday doing the parade.
Yeah,
I think he's
He said he was going to fly in before the
guy's
game.
gonna have a hangover, man. He doesn't need to play.
He might be there. He might be there now, like today. He might have got in, but
Yeah, the guy needs a rest after hangover, man.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Go Kepa for this one.
Mendy will play the final.
I think they're going to give Kepa the World Cup and the Carabao Cup. And then I think they'll give Mendy.
No, just play your best keeper in the finals. I don't get this nonsense.
Yeah, we saw what happened last time.
Review on that.
Listen, I agree. I agree with you. Scott, I completely agree with you, but I don't know. I just think they'll...
Well, it's just a sentiment thing. They're like, oh, he played the rest of the cup.
I know,
he
exactly.
deserves it.
100%.
You know what he deserves? Get better, and then he deserves the number 1 spot, and then he'll play in those important games.
I agree with you, but again, last year we did not see that.
And it cost us.
And it did, but shit.
I think of the back 4, 3 of them should stay the same as the Plymouth game.
No Thiago Silva.
No Sarr. Alonso should play left back.
In a 4?
Yes. I'm sorry. This Sarr experiment is dead because he can't fucking overlap or underlap. He's static. You can't be static as a fullback anymore. You can't be static as a fullback anymore. It kills.
Well, you can if our right back would be more ingenuitive.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can, because then you can transition into a 3 in the back.
He either needs. No, you can't, because he either needs to underlap when Kovacic overlaps, or he needs to overlap so Kovacic doesn't have to overlap. If he does neither of those things, you either isolate Hudson-Odoi or whoever's on the left wing and they are less effective, or you isolate Jorginho and he gets killed on the transitions. Either way, you're fucked.
The formation to cover for both.
And I think if you have a defensive left
Is
back, right,
Kennedy
it
there?
kind of. Go on, Alex.
Kennedy, did he made it?
He's there, yeah.
He's
there.
not going to play.
You see, explosive game. Thank you very much. Like, that's literally what Pep does.
Big up Daniel saying we are a Club World Cup away from completing club football.
Dad,
Come
I
on,
literally-
Chelsea. Big up yourself,
just said
Daniel,
that.
my G.
Saar doesn't underlap either. That's what he's talking
Listen,
about.
Kennedy,
That's
Max
because
did-
it's without the instruction.
That's
The
not
instruction isn't
true.
for him to drop into the midfield when Kovacic goes on the overlap. He can't do that. That's when you put him there,
That's my
it's the same
point.
as Jorginho. But
My
what I'm
point is
saying,
Somebody
what I'm
posted
saying
that
is you
Reece
can
James
shift the
is there.
formation.
Fit.
He's not going to play.
No, Reece James is not going to play. I
He'll
guess.
play the final maybe, but that's it.
Yeah, we had some confirmation from journalist, I believe. He's not going to play even a single game.
Right,
Which is
so who
fine.
are we going for the back four then?
Needs to rest and
Azpi,
collect a
Put in
medal.
Rudiger for show. Put in Rudiger for show.
Right, so Rudiger and AC. Let's do this.
No. No.
Dear
The
God.
captain.
And let me just say, once again, I was absolutely ripped apart in the summer for saying we needed to get a backup right back. I was absolutely torn apart. Let me just say that once again.
Why are you?
But just a quick question. Why are we playing Christensen today, like in this game?
We're
No, it
not.
should be-
It's the Danish
should be
Maldini.
No, I believe Thiago Silva's back, right?
It's gonna be
Thiago
Thiago
Silva's
Silva.
I
back.
think Silva and Rudiger will start for today, for the next game.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, cool. One sec. Why are you laughing? It's not funny.
Because it was silent defeat.
Might drop a super chat on my own channel just to put him back. Can't be asked. Right.
One pocket to the other.
Azpi.
Dear God, imagine if we had a Hakimi right now.
See, it will be Azpi, but I would put Chalobah there for a shot.
Chalobah?
Yeah.
It's not a bad
I
shout.
don't know. I don't know. That depends. If you put Alonso on the other side, I'll get it. I understand.
Thiago Silva is playing, and Christensen is playing. We're playing.
Oh, so
three at the
Rudiger's
back.
getting. Alright, cool. One sec.
No, Christensen is playing. We're playing 3 at the back, by the way.
Oh, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
think it's 3 at the back?
Yeah.
I mean, that helps.
I could agree with that.
I don't think
They're
there's
not
any sense.
sitting back. They're not sitting back.
Alonso and Azpilicueta are gonna play.
Just a second.
They're not
Adam
sitting
just
back.
asked.
Actually, Alonso came off the bench in the last one, so yeah, it could be 5 at the back.
I don't get why though, because we've looked better
Yeah.
going forward in a 4.
I agree.
They're not sitting back though. They're not sitting back.
How about this?
You don't need them to sit back to play 5 at the back.
No. We
How
need
about
them to
this?
sit
We
back
go-
in order to.
how about
We
this?
need them to
We
sit
play-
back in order to play 4 in the back.
No, hold on. How about this? We're going for the back going attack, and 3 at the back going defense. Simple.
Oh, who's this?
Just quickly, Adam in the chat was asking confirmation from whom that Reece won't be playing. I think Nizar Cancela was the one who confirmed it.
I think
Yeah, it was
one of our
Nizar.
assistant coaches
Appreciate
said
that.
it as
Yeah,
well.
Lowe said it today as well in the press conference.
Yeah, Low, correct. Low
Oh, yeah,
confirmed, and
also
Nizar
Alonso.
tweeted that out.
Alonso.
Marcus Alonso.
And that's where the song stops. He doesn't run down the wing for me anymore.
Yeah, he walks briskly down the wing.
Guys, the other defense is not that seriously, man. If you seriously, Alonso cannot even play against this team. Really?
No, it's cool, man. We have our best back 3 set up, so we're fine.
Really?
No, because Chalobah will be in our best back 3.
No, you wouldn't.
Now you're tripping.
I'm kidding.
Now you're tripping.
I didn't want to
Big
get
up Chalobah. Big up Chalobah.
I
But
was
let's
about to
not.
say
do it.
that.
Let's not.
He was for Tuchel for quite some time.
But
No, that's
without the
contract
contract
tax.
issues, he wasn't. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
Is
when
that
the
what
when
it
the
was?
contract issues weren't a thing, you weren't sniffing the lineup.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the season.
Exactly. Which
I
was
want to
when he
be like
started
Ludimus
playing.
Prime.
Yeah, beginning of the season, Chalobah barely had game time. He had like 1 or 2 starts,
When I grew up, I want to
which
be like
performed
Ludimus Prime.
excellently with those starts. Give him credit for it, but Chalobah isn't better than anyone in this back three. Sorry.
Not yet.
Not yet. Exactly.
Well, not yet, but that's just speculation, isn't it? Like, I could
No,
say
but it's
fucking
still
Levi
not
Colwell
yet.
could come through and be better than all of them, but that's speculation too.
I'm sorry. I just got a thing with Chalobah. He's just really good. And
No, if you like Chalobah, fair enough. Like everyone has their favorite players. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing
He
wrong
can
with
be
that.
a
But he
Christensen,
ain't better
but
than
not
anyone
yet.
in the back three.
anyway,
Right now.
midfield. Let's get this over with.
Right,
Jorginho,
midfield, yeah.
Kovacic and Kante, don't even think twice.
Jorginho and
Jorginho and Kante.
Jorginho with one of them. definitely.
Jorginho and Conte.
I think against new teams or non-English teams, Jorginho works well.
Oh, what a card! That's mad.
We're
I need
about
to
to
find
lose.
that.
Conte's just right there. Okay.
98.
Also, what a
George-
card.
Jorginho's got to get. Jorginho won't play in that final though.
Oh my gosh! I
Look
might
at-
need to reinvest in Ultimate Team.
Look at our
Fucking
boy
hell.
shining. Look at them shining.
No.
Look at this team. Other than like whatever the chasm is at left wing back, this is a beautiful team.
Just for shits and giggles, put Minnie's best card in there.
I
And see
would
what it look like.
put Chalobah ahead of.
Oh no, Team of the Year Mendy stinks. That's one of the worst cards I've ever used.
Hey, on paper,
Honestly?
it looks good.
No, on paper it does, but you play him in game, his animations are shit and he can't save anything.
Yeah, that Chiesa card is dirty. That Chiesa card is filthy.
I haven't even seen the Chiesa card.
Oh man, oh man, that shit is
what's the
filthy. I've
FC
absolutely
price?
tore people apart.
And now we come to the worst part of the pitch. Let's do this.
Yep, here's
Man,
right
just go ahead and put Ziyech at right wing.
Mount
Yeah.
Right wing goes
Matt Law has
Go ahead and
reported saying Abramovich is backing Tuchel over Lukaku. It's not confirmed if Chelsea's owner will be in Abu Dhabi. However, he will be taking particular attention to Lukaku. AKA he's on borrowed time right now.
If that's true, that's fucking massive. If that's true, this is the biggest backing Tuchel could have possibly gotten right now.
He's not leaving.
He is.
He's not leaving.
He's not leaving.
I
He
don't
signed
see
a
him leaving.
five-fucking-year
I don't see him
contract. He's
leaving
not
either.
for shit. He's not leaving for shit.
But that's also different because I was talking like if Tuchel just drops him for like 20 games and Roman just like, cool, he wasn't performing anyway, we got you. That would be bigger.
The biggest thing this tells me is that everyone that wants Lukaku dropped needs to shut up because it's obvious then that Tuchel trusts him. That's why he's starting. It's not a board thing. It's not he's forced to play him. He is playing him out of trust. So if that's the case, shut the fuck up.
As much as I would love to say you're wrong, you are absolutely right. You're
could
right.
be starting him just to show that he's an idiot. I have that kind of
why
angle.
would
So
this
you
come
can
out
shut
saying
the
that he's
fuck up.
getting back? He's getting
I
back.
don't think so. Tuchel has never been a.
You know what?
Tuchel would never sacrifice a team for a player.
Hold on.
He would if that player would destroy the locker room if he didn't play him.
Yeah, but
He would bench him. He wouldn't play him.
We don't know what's going on.
Lukaku.
But
Tuchel had no problem speaking out against Neymar and Mbappe. He would have no problem
I
speaking
just think the way.
And this is the thing. And this is the thing. It's like if all it is if you've got an issue with Lukaku playing, it's on Tuchel. It's not on the board. It's not on Roman. It's on Tuchel that your issue comes up. Like all your issues with Lukaku are then on Tuchel because he's the one that's playing him. It's not on the board. It's not on Roman. So it's not on any of these guys.
I don't.
It's
This
on
is
Tuchel
incredible.
playing.
Question. Why do you think that report, if it's true report, why do you think Roman is speaking about it now?
Probably because like all of the stuff that's coming out about like how he keeps playing, about how
or Tuchel's thinking about
Roman
dropping him.
sees that he's been playing for the past 8 games and he start to understand Tuchel.
Yeah, he could. This could be roaming.
Anything you can say, Scott, I can turn it another way, Scott.
This
So-
could be Tuchel wanting to
Brandon,
bench
what is
him,
with
but
that hat, bro?
wanting Roman's backing and benching him. Like,
I
hey,
stole it
I
from
can't
my
play
dad.
this dude, man.
It doesn't make sense. You're hurting yourself when you're doing that.
Are they? Because he's not
Yeah.
helping the team, but he's not helping the team when he's playing.
You're losing games. That doesn't help anybody. That puts Tuchel's job at risk.
Who says we lose games if Lukaku doesn't play, though? We're not winning games in spite of Lukaku.
What I'm saying is, if
We only lost 2 matches this season. What are you talking about,
If
man?
he actually thinks that he has no input or no point in putting him into the team, he would drop him. He will drop him. Tuchel has never been scared to drop a player, ever. Literally ever. He has never been scared to drop a player. He will drop the
starts
player.
him to prove the point.
My guy, but that doesn't make sense when you
I'm not
think
your
of
guy,
it.
my wife's
This-
guy.
Okay.
Ten Hag will drop him.
So someone else's guy, Alex. I'm saying
I'm not somebody
historically,
else's guy.
in-
I'm somebody else's husband.
I said Alex. Alex.
I'm just
Historically, I know historically, in Tuchel's history, he has no problem dropping a player. Look at Mbappe. Mbappe is one of the biggest stars to have come out in the past 5 years. He has no problem dropping him when he started speaking up. No problem. There is no way that Lukaku is getting into his head. It's not. It doesn't happen.
Hey,
If you look at the other-
didn't he get fired for dropping Neymar and then?
Yeah, I would say, how did that work out for him in Paris, man?
What I'm saying is he's never been scared to do it.
Nah,
He
he's scared
doesn't
now.
care.
I'm telling
he
you
was
what.
fighting with the hold on. First and foremost, the
He's
main
scared
reason why he got fired is because he had beef with the board, not just only the players. The
Over
board
maybe
beefing
the
with the board
player.
itself. Yeah, he was beefing with the board itself, so that's the reason he got kicked out.
Well, because
But-
maybe the board was saying, "Why aren't you playing Mbappe? We
It
paid
wasn't
fucking
that.
250 million
It
for it."
wasn't that. It was the fact that Tuchel kept complaining because they didn't back him. That's why he got sacked. He fell out with Leonardo, who's their sporting director, because he asked for a right back and a centre back, and they bought him a CDM.
Right.
And
Okay.
to prove a point, he then played that CDM at centre back to show how bad it was.
Bro, so like y'all are telling me y'all are okay with our manager,
And they told him to hold that.
just to drop.
Effectively, yeah.
Y'all are telling me
enough.
y'all are okay with our manager losing games in order to bench a player.
But we're not losing.
Yeah,
You-
well, I gotta say, fair enough, Scott. Like that may be why you got left. But this could be is Tuchel saying, like, listen, I'd like to drop this guy. I want to make sure it's cool with the owner and the board that I drop this guy. And they said, okay, cool, drop him. Maybe it could honestly be that, because he's not gonna want to ruffle feathers with Roman or the board, because he knows how important it was that they signed Lukaku. They've been trying to sign him for 2 seasons. Like, maybe he wanted to say, hey, listen, man, I'd like to drop this guy. Is it cool with you guys that I drop this guy? Because he's not benefiting the team by being on the pitch. We've all seen that. He's been terrible. So maybe Tuchel thinks I think we could perform better offensively if I have Havertz in it as a striker or somebody else up top. Like, maybe he'd like to try that, but he wants to make sure it's cool with the board and the owner that he tries that with their blessing. Like, it's on him to pick. It's on him to pick the team, but he's not going to ruffle. He doesn't want to ruffle feathers like he did in Paris by just dropping your highest signing. Like,
I agree,
I
but
get
then,
that.
but then
But
my
literally a
whole point
season
of
ago-
this,
Hold
the whole point, or my whole kind of
Scott, real quick. Literally a season ago, Kai Havertz was that guy. Literally a season ago, Kai Havertz was the dude that we signed. He was our club's highest paid or highest bot player, and we benched him because he wasn't performing. And Frank Lampard got heat because of that shit. Right, but what I'm saying is, even now, why would the board have a problem with benching $100 million or £100 million player for a £70 million player? It's not like he's benching him for
because
a
it makes them
still
look
an
bad.
investment.
It makes them look bad because they've been trying to sign the guy for 2 years and now he sucks. So now it makes him look like shit because they just spent $100 million on a guy that sucks. So now it
doesn't make them look bad that the champions of Europe are questioning why they're going to beat Al-Hilal or are questioning how they're going to beat Al-Hilal.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with alcohol.
It doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad.
To that point, we're not.
It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad that we're double digits behind Manchester City. It doesn't look bad.
Listen, the team isn't questioning whether we can beat Al-Hilal. It's us fans. I'm pretty sure they're in there very, very, very confident that they're going to smash these guys. We're the ones who are nervous and feeling a little jittery about it. I'm pretty sure,
and that's probably because we have a striker who can score fucking goals, man.
These are guys who've now at this point, they've played in how many finals? 5 finals. Some of them have played in 5 finals, and they've won 2 in a row. So I'm not. Come on, Al-Hilal, whatever they are, man. We ain't worried about that.
And my biggest point about all of this,
that's cool too. That's cool too.
My biggest point about, or my overarching point about all of this was that if you have frustrations about Lukaku playing, direct those at Tuchel from now on. Not direct them at the board or Roman. Direct them
Scott,
at Tuchel.
am I hearing you? You Ten Hag? You want Ten Hag?
No, you're not hearing that. That's all my point.
You're coming soon, right?
Run with it.
If Lukaku continues to play, that's on Tuchel. Stop directing your energy at the board now. That's it.
I'm just saying, Ten Hag will bench him.
Ten Hag said that he's not going to the club that does not see the.
Ten Hag won't come.
Well, fuck him then. What do you think he is? You don't want to come to Chelsea? What's wrong with you?
Months of prop out the window. Months.
Yeah, man. Fuck that. I switch up quick.
Right. So, who are we going for the front three then?
Ziyech, Mount, Lukaku.
Ziyech, Mount, and Lukaku.
Yeah.
Make sure it's Lukaku's brother.
This is you put in a 3 at the back.
Man, I'm gonna be at work watching this game.
There's Lukaku's brother on those cards.
All right, cool. What a strong 11. Well, 10.
I can't lie. That attack.
Now, what a strong team. There we go. Perfect. Love to see.
Wait, why are we playing 3 at the back again?
Alonso is actually better than Lukaku. You know that, right?
When did you get a cowboy hat?
An hour ago when
got it
Prime
on
came
earlier.
in. I want to be like Prime when I grow up, so I want to be Flavor. I want to be Flavor Flav.
What? You just want to drop unnecessary AC slander and Lampard slander.
What? Who are you talking to?
No, you said you want to be like Prime.
Oh no, dressed like Prime.
Oh, dressed like Prime. All right, fair enough. All right, cool.
Sunglasses
Yeah,
on
my new name is
24/7.
Alex Eastwood. Somebody
fuck
put it in the chat.
Frosted Myth says right money for L9. He will go. It all depends on what the money is. And if
Who's paying that money?
Man, I know my boy Lewis is absolutely feeling himself now, man. I remember in the summer he was the only one defending Lukaku
Lewis,
against Haaland.
show us your hands, man. The guy just accused you of
No,
killing you.
boss man. Not like No. I'm saying, man, only one defending Lukaku against Haaland in the summer. And now we're sitting here all because of
Who's
you,
Lil
Lewis. You're the
Nas?
one that brought
Who's
us onto
Lil
this train.
Nas?
He was the conductor on the Lukaku train.
Oh,
The conductor punching the tickets.
Oh no, Alex, Lil Nas is not
Absolutely
who we're
fumbled the
talking
bag.
about. Lil
Fumbled the
Nas is a
bag.
rapper.
Oh, okay. I can drop some.
Russian Lil Nas. Oh my god. I'm done.
I can drop some raps.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Shit.
You want to be?
Jorginho diss track pending. Let's go.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, I forgot what I was even talking
Oh yeah.
about.
Prime had to come back to
Hey,
support it.
Lewis, I
Prime had
sent
to
you
come
a
back to
picture.
support it.
What
Now
did
this
you
is
say?
this is all you guys who put that 5 at the back because I don't understand why you would do that.
Yeah, I don't get it
I
either.
don't either, to be honest.
What?
Oh,
We're not running.
playing
We're not
Alonso.
running 5 at the back.
Because we're playing Alonso.
It's a quote from Dejan Kulusevski that says, "I love suffering." Oh, fair enough.
Oh, he want to call him poor guy.
He says he loves suffering, but you guys love suffering, man. Why you want to play 5 at the back, bro?
Look,
no,
the only reason
With
the only reason
Aspilicueta
there's
and
a five-
Alonso.
the only reason there's
Who
a 5 at the
else are
back
we
on
gonna
there is
have?
because Lewis needed to find a way to get Christensen in there, and so 5 at the back was the only way. So he was like, "Okay, fuck it, let's do it." There's no
Okay,
way
that-
we play
that-
five.
He was
at the back.
getting in at 4 at the back until you lot started complaining.
He's not getting in with
You
4
put
at the
him in
back.
at 4.
Gem said Woody of Toy Story.
Woody out of Toy Story.
Mad.
Nah, you look like his girl.
Jesse.
Oh,
Doing rat.
Apparently, we'll be wearing
No.
the yellow jersey. And
Well,
they'll
to
be
be fair,
wearing
with
the
all
blue
the
one.
sexual references Alex drops every stream, Woody's a good one for him.
Yes.
Oh, thank God someone laughed at that, otherwise that would have been so embarrassing. Fucking hell.
I got you,
That
Lewis.
joke did not bang at all.
I got you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, big up my guy.
Yeah,
So-
you're laughing for unfunny jokes.
Hey, listen, I laugh at fucking anything, okay? That's
I know,
just me.
man. So do
We'll
I.
get him next
Life is
time.
good, man.
We'll get him next time. What's Matt Law? Has anything else come out from Matt Law? Because they're all saying to check it out.
By the way, when we lost to West Brom, Rudiger wasn't playing that game, so Rudiger is gonna play against that guy that plays for Al-Hilal. Father, serious? Does any other Chelsea fans in your hotel, or you by yourself?
No, I'm by myself.
Did a lot of people
No,
go?
not in
Father?
your room. I'm talking about in a whole hotel.
In the whole hotel, yeah.
No one you noticed, sir.
For fuck's sake, can you imagine if you're the only
Some of
one
them,
who's gonna
some
be
of them say in
awake?
Dubai somehow apparently, but I heard from Feroz that the entry to Abu Dhabi might be strict.
Yeah, I've taken a look at some of the recommendations for fans traveling to the stadium. It looks rough. And also, everyone's complaining that they can't drink alcohol. It's peak.
What a shame.
Where,
I
Father,
know.
where are you?
How about
Father,
don't be
where
a
are you
fucking
staying?
alcoholic?
Can you
To be fair,
imagine
I saw my
sober
PTR
and watch
ticket for the
Lukaku?
game. That was on the airport. By the
Trust
Father,
me,
where-
man.
Father,
This
where are
team
you
is
staying?
driven
Are you in?
half the
Are you
fan
in
base
Abu
with
Dhabi?
alcohol.
Are you staying in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dhabi, yeah.
So what? You just can't drink. Just can't drink in the stadium. Is that the rule?
That's pretty much something like that.
Yeah.
What about hotel?
You can drink in hotel.
Water. I'm talking about something with
CO2.
yeah, CO2.
Very funny.
Who laughed? That was not
Yeah.
funny.
Are you regretting going it?
Nah, he ain't regretting it.
Father, are you regretting going it? No.
No,
Did you go to the training ground?
I haven't visited the training ground right because apparently Feroz and Ali are arriving late. I need a car. I don't want to use an Uber stuff. I don't want to use Uber to go to the training session, man.
Well, it's
Oh,
expensive.
somebody else is coming to
It's
go
not
to the
that
games with-
expensive. It's like 15 quid. Like if you go one way to another, like it's just like I can't be asked for Uber. That's all.
You just don't want to be by yourself. That's why. It will look like a stalker.
Yeah, some of them like friends before, apparently.
I'm going to be running around the training ground chasing Werner in his touch.
Hey, Lewis, I did offer you my room. See, you don't want to stay in my room. See? Look, we're gonna be
Aye,
roommates.
bro, it's cool, man. I got a busy week.
I don't
too.
see ostrich. I don't see ostrich in it.
Oh, Ash's in Yas Island near the circuit.
Do they let felons
Do
into
you know
Abu
where
Dhabi?
she is?
Do you think it's coincidence that me and her sharing the same flight?
Oh my god! I big up Broads in the comment section. My G, every time. Let's go.
Why you? How did you find her flight?
Bro, have you seen her Insta post on Monday, the day of the flight?
No, we don't check her Instagram.
They let felons
don't
into
have
Abu
an
Dhabi.
Instagram.
Then. On Twitter, then.
I
Fatura's
don't have
getting
Instagram. I don't have
getting
a
too techie,
Facebook.
man. We gotta stop him. We gotta stop him, bro. Fatur, you need to be stopped, man. How did you find you? So you found the flight that she was on and booked the same flight? I mean, it's low-key genius, but how did you do it?
It's on Twitter. She posted on Twitter at 10.
She posted her flight number.
Right. There's no way.
Mm.
By the time she was
That's crazy.
upload that post, yeah, That's one flight after Abu Dhabi is like 1 p.m.
Actually, I'm not surprised with that because Fata was trying to find Lukaku's flights when we were trying to check it a few months ago. I don't know if you guys remember that, so I wouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, you were the one who's giving us flight numbers coming into England from France, so I'm not too surprised. But on a change of subject, guys, continue to drop your questions. We will be going through it for about the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Yo,
players, it's Arsenal
pin that comment. Pin that
Which
comment
one?
by Musa.
Father moving like Liam Nelson settings. That's a bit lost on me, but I think you guys
Liam
might
Neeson.
enjoy
Liam
that.
Neeson. Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Oh, it says Liam Nelson. Yeah, okay.
I know
fair
it's
enough.
Liam Neeson. You gotta read. You gotta read around it.
Yeah, guys, drop any questions you guys got. Big up Broad say Mendy is the trophy specialist. Yes, if he wins the Club World Cup 2, we are running Mendy for Ballon d'Or prop. Also, we're already doing it, but we'll just do it with a bit more vim if that happens.
Somebody
y'all better. Y'all ran J5 prop all year.
Their nails.
So you better get his prop this year too.
Yeah, no, that J5 prop was actually mad.
Of course, it's you.
I can't believe that shit.
Yeah, they ran that all year, so I need that. I need the same level for Mendy.
What is it?
I need what?
I say you guys ran J5 prop for Ballon d'Or all year last year, so I need the same level this year from Mendy this year.
Give it more. Give it more energy.
But you know what? We really need to push it off. We need another Champions League. If we do that, then we can run it. And then we can actually run it with some proper energy.
Well,
Show us, Alex. Not you, Alex, in the stream. But in the comments.
So don't worry, we'll do it. Maybe we can even three-peat, and then we can have Ronaldo and Christensen discussions.
I just saw the comments, you man.
Oh shit!
Oh
no, it's not shit.
What did you order from the door? What's that?
Astrid.
Very funny.
Oh shit!
If you look at the YT timer comments, you will understand, man.
Give me a sec.
Oh boy. Alright, Alex, you're moving mad. Not you,
I
YT.
wasn't
The
me,
YT,
he was
the
the
YT
different
guys,
Alex.
No, the YT guy's called Alex as well. I know him.
I know.
It's fucking hell.
Oh man. We didn't see the camera set up in front of that queen bed.
Yeah, now suddenly Fat has disappeared.
Hey yo,
the tripod fell down.
Allow me, fam. Allow me.
I don't know what's going on right now, but
Anyone got any actual questions? Because I saw someone ask us to talk about Rudiger, the Rudiger thing.
You're on some freak time shit right now. Huh?
Listen, bro, let Rudiger get his bread. This is his last big contract, man. Let that man go and get his bread.
Yes, I agree. I agree. These centre backs should be pushing for the money that they deserve.
At other clubs.
Like
And
Christian,
other
but like,
clubs.
Yeah, I'm saying like you can get that. Yeah, you can get that in Bayern Munich. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you can
Play
get
against
that in
Liverpool,
Real
City,
Madrid.
Cologne.
Just
You're not
go.
getting that here, bro. You're not getting that here, bro.
exactly, just go. Like, there's no problem. Just go.
No, but
Listen. I'll be honest, bro. The funniest thing was when my man went on a world tour and it came back to negotiate again. I thought the negotiation was over. I thought it was over. They said it was over in like October. They said, "Oh yeah, he's done. He's done." Okay, go on the world tour then. What happened?
I've heard some sources say that Rudiger's unhappy at the club anyway, so I'm not too surprised by that.
That's why I said there's more to it.
I'm unhappy at the club too.
It's going to be peak. It's going to be peak when it's going to be peak when AC goes to Barcelona and gets all that money and holds bench because Xavi would rather play young Spanish center backs over him.
You're crazy. When you have the literal regen of Carlos Puyol on your side, you ain't gonna bench.
Why?
Come on, man.
Josh, why not? He won everything in England. He doesn't care if he stays and wins stuff on the bench and gets paid loads of money.
Yeah, it's that. Hey, as long as he gets his peas, right?
You keep your body healthy.
Starting every game.
He won't play
2 years we'll be getting Ballon d'Or nominations. I'm going to be coming back for all of you lot.
Arujao or Arajao or whatever will continue to play there.
I'm just hoping that Lukaku did a incentives based contract. That's the best goal for us now. That's the only hope we have now.
Yeah, he did get
did
baited
that.
into resigning for 180k. But he's now
Jester,
also
your breaking news is like breaking news from CNN. Is like
Yeah,
2
we
hours
already
ago.
dropped that, bro. But appreciate you bringing that anyway. Daniel says we need the ball. Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Christensen, and Kunde. Also, Rudiger said his family is home in London. I agree. I want them all of them. That's our best. That's the best batch of centre backs we could have.
And
Even throwing
unfortunately,
Reece
you just can't fit all of those in.
Yeah.
I mean, Thiago
Yes, you
Silva's not gonna
can.
last that much
All
longer.
3 of them can start like they used to, and Kunde needs to
I
get
don't
into
want us
the
to play
Premier
Frit.
League.
As of next season, I don't want
No,
us to play
Scott,
Frit back.
you people so sure that they can walk into the Premier League and just start performing from day one. Just be quiet, guys. Let the people that played seasons and seasons and seasons in Premier League.
So we're gonna
let
sign
the
a guy for
guy,
we're gonna sign a guy for 55 million
Lekunde and
on 200
Chalobah.
whatever K a week to ride bench, are we?
No, we're
Okay.
not gonna write. Who's gonna have 200k?
Kunde.
Kunde is not having 200k.
Nah, Kunde not getting 200K. I don't know where that came from, but
Yeah,
he's
that's a lie,
making
apparently.
he's making 70 in his current club. We're not
Yeah,
giving
he's
him
making,
200K.
he's making 70 right now. He'll be on like 1 to 150, probably somewhere in that range.
1 to 110.
Yeah,
maybe.
probably more so that 1 to 110.
No.
That's
How old is he
that's
now?
when I
It's like 23. Yeah, he's young.
23, 5-year
20,
contract until you're 28. Yeah, no, he's looking for 150.
No, you don't. First of all, you get your contract renewed after 2 years, right? You
He's
don't.
going-
It's not.
he's
You're not
going on
getting
a
the
free as
contract
well.
based all the way till you're 28. That doesn't happen. No,
Isn't
you
it?
said it free.
Isn't this summer? Isn't this summer? Isn't he going on a free or is it next year?
No, he's not on a free.
I don't even think it's next year.
Yeah, he's
I
got
think
like
he has like
a
a
3-year contract.
contract left.
It's 3-year contract. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
Kunde is
actually,
gonna
yeah.
be on 110. Chalobah is still 18 years old. They need to hold their bench until they get
No.
their feet in the water.
No, we're not holding no bench, man. Rudiger, you asked for 200K? Nah, we're not doing that.
No.
So-
I'm talking about if if Chelsea sells, no, you didn't understand what I was saying. I was saying if all 3 defenders are staying, like Rudiger, Christensen, and Azpi, are extending the contract, they will be playing. And Kunde needs to get adapted to the Premier League, and Chalobah needs to.
That's why they're all leaving. I think VJ said it yesterday. Chelsea will have one guy, probably Kunde, on 100, 150, and they'll have one guy, whoever, whoever, maybe Rudiger, who will be on somewhere around 200. That'll be.
De Ligt is on 270. He ain't coming.
Listen, he could. I know people like because he's making 270 now means that wherever he goes, he needs to make that same amount of money.
That pay cut, man. Like,
He will take.
He ain't gonna take a pay cut, man.
Traore took a massive pay cut.
He ain't going nowhere.
Traore took a massive pay cut to go to Barca, and
Traore is an idiot.
canceled 25 million off his contract.
He didn't take a pay cut. He just refused a pay rise.
I thought he took like a 30 or 40,000 a week pay cut.
No. So that's what he's
from Wolves to Barca.
Hold on. That's what he's making. That's what he's making now, I believe, right? Spurs were going to sign him and pay him, I think, 100 or something like that, and he was just like, no. So he gave up.
Instead of taking the pay rise at Spurs, he stayed on what he's at to go to Barca.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which I would never do. That's what you call. That's what you call in my hood hustling backwards. You know what I mean? You don't hustle backwards.
In my hood, it's calling stupid.
Yeah, I mean, bro, the dude is from
think-
Spain.
see, I think a lot-
He's 25. He's never gonna make, like, let's be real, right? He's not that good. So
Maybe he just wants to go back home, bro. It's not that
Barcelona
Barcelona don't like England.
No, that's cool. That's cool too. You can go back home. You're not even gonna make that money, but you can go back home. That's cool.
I'm saying dude is just trying to go back home. Like,
He's still making money.
And he probably
think
and he's
he
playing
is.
for a better team and probably doesn't
Bro,
care.
no. Nobody can tell me. Listen, I don't care where I'm playing. You can wherever in the world. If you're paying me 70K
I don't know why.
more
Why
than
is De Ligt trying to?
30K, 70K, you're
Is De
rejecting
Ligt getting
70K
kicked out?
for
Yes,
Barcelona,
but-
who's 4th place. I don't know.
It also there's more than just the money to it. As we've said, there's more context. Like number
But
one,
like-
it's
like-
where he's
like what?
playing in the team. Number two, it's where he's playing geographically. It's the level of team he's playing for is better.
Wait, who are we talking about, Scott?
Traore.
Okay, no. Okay, I asked the question about Delict. I said, is he trying to leave? Is he trying to leave, or is the club trying to get rid of him?
No, they're
No,
trying to get rid of
I
him,
think
man.
him and his agent are trying to get out of there. I think that's been stated by who's his agent? Fat Boy. Raiola. He said that several times, and they said Hoovy are even willing to negotiate his buyout clause to a lower amount to get him to
Was
go.
this before the Vlahovic deal?
Yes.
That Vlahovic deal changes everything.
Doesn't change.
They're back where they were.
Well, no, because they get to pay it over like 4 or 5 years. It's a crazy. That's just how they do. The Italian clubs give Juventus this crazy.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is with Vlahovic there, that changes Juve's entire structure. Their entire team has changed. They have a center point now with Chiesa. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're back to where they were. They're no longer under Inter and AC. Like, within a season or two, they will be winning the Scudetto every year again and again. So it's a matter of like, why would he want to leave now?
Yeah, but Delict's not Italian, so to say that he would give a shit about winning the Scudetto 4 or 5 years in a row, like that shit gets boring as fuck after a while.
It's not about being Italian. Every player wants dominance. It's not a.
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't want to leave. They want him to leave.
Also, this guy's like
he was literally bred. He was literally bred in Ajax, a literal dynasty. You know what it is to be a winner.
This guy's like what, a year and a half maybe away from being a guaranteed starter every single week for them.
Yeah, not even a year and a half. Literally the end of the season.
Listen,
no way.
We should
Both
question
Chiellini
for
and
you
Bonucci
guys,
are
right?
back next year.
We should question for you guys why they want him out of there. Because it's not him trying to get out of there.
I don't even think it's a case of they want him out. They're actively trying to sell him. I think it's a case of they're open to sell him, but they're open to keep him.
So the thing is, this is what I think of the Delict situation, right? If you look at Delict situation, yesterday I told the same thing. Chiellini after his ACL is basically playing half the game, half games he's not actually playing, and Bonucci as well is not the fittest in this particular season. So he's got probably one more year where he can replace any of those and then start for them. But there is a different context to it where it might be Juventus trying to restructure their wages by getting rid of him and then trying to align their wages somewhere around the 200s or 150 mark. Because again, we do know that they're struggling a bit on the pandemic side of things. So if they're going for a restructuring of their wages, then maybe Delict could be sold off. But I don't think so. It's purely performance reason. I think it's more to that. Like, it's more of a financial issue for the club, and they're trying to get rid of certain talents so that they can.
Right. Plus, I think on that, you look at some of the players they've got. They've got other players who they could get rid of and move on, who they've actively tried to get rid of and moved on in this January window, who would fix that. You look like they've got rid of Ramsey for the most part. They got rid of Bentancur, Kulusevski. They were looking to get rid of someone else in that midfield. I can't remember who. I think they're fine with letting McKennie go. They're Dybala.
No, the opposite. They don't want to let McKennie go.
They tried to get rid of Arthur.
They tried to let go.
Don't want to let McKennie.
They're trying to get Dybala to down on contract. They're happy to let Morata go. They're happy to let Alexandro go. They're just finding other means of getting that wage budget.
And realistically, they don't have a better replacement than Delict in that position.
They've got one, but he's currently on loan at another club.
I'm saying when Chiellini and Bonucci leave, they're not. It's not like they're both going to leave. They're old. It's only a matter of time. It's not a if anymore. It's a when. So it's a matter of they're not going to have a better replacement.
We're also assuming that Delict is happy there. He might not be happy there. That's a possibility too. You're talking about being serial winners. We've got guys, AC and Rudiger have been winning quite a bit with Chelsea, and they both seem to want to get out of here. So it doesn't mean necessarily that because
but then again, there's also I don't know about y'all, but I haven't really heard a report about how AC and how AC and what's his name and Rudiger were shunned under previous managers. I haven't really heard those same rumors from Juventus.
It was more Lampard, to be honest. Christensen.
I know, but what I'm saying,
but it was
What
mainly
I'm
because
saying-
Arian's favourites. He only had played 14 players.
Right, and Christensen is also getting underpaid, so he has another reason to be mad and wanting to leave. Delict is getting paid 220 whatever grand. Like, he has no reason to want to leave. Like, not like that, but I'm saying, like, there is no reason for him to want to leave for contractual issues.
Well, maybe it's not contractual. Maybe he just wants a different challenge, or he doesn't like the Italian league, or he wants to play in the biggest league in the world, in the English Premier League. Like, there could be a lot of things. All I know is that
I would get that. I would get that before the Vlahovic deal, because they didn't really have a chance in Champions League or anything. But now with that, it changes everything.
Well, I think Rudiger and Christensen should just get the money that they want, personally. But
I agree.
Yeah,
we move.
Fact.
Because
Fact.
I've said
Nobody
already
wants
numerous times, they've been playing at a level that's worthy of it.
Well, they continue to move the needle on what they want, so that's another frustrating point with the club as well.
Matter of fact, both of them do it. Used to be Christensen only, now Rudiger does the move.
Because by all reports, the club offered Christian
But
what he
one
wants
was the
2
snake,
separate
another
times.
wasn't.
And they've also offered Rudiger most recently around 200, and he moved the needle again. So, I mean, the club have attempted from reports to pay them what they want.
We know about the money situation in terms of numbers when it comes to Rudiger, but we don't know the numbers of AC. I don't know what's been offered to him. Don't know what's been rejected from him either. For all you know, it depends on the amount. Like, he's on 85k a week right now, isn't he? So
listen,
if they've given him an upgrade on that, that might still not have been a good enough upgrade. That could be something like 110 or 120, and he should be asking for a lot more than that because his performances have been showing that. Same thing with Rudiger. Like, you can even say it's mad that he's gone up in his, but his performances aren't saying anything less other than being one of the best defenders in Europe. So it's not like he's asking for this and playing poorly.
Yo, Justice is actually like a demon. Like, I don't know what he has against Cho. Like, what happened?
He contacted Chelsea for the services of Cho. Apparently, they're looking for someone to train their orange slices. Oh, I can't. But he don't even ride bench anymore. He starts most games.
No, and he's still talking about orange slices, man. That's crazy.
But
Josh, hold on. I meant to. My bad.
No, but Lewis, you just said that, you know, Juve. I don't know if it was you or someone just said Juve were looking to sacrifice the league. Not that they really wanted to, but they were going to sacrifice him to take care of like the money problems that they have. I think you got to think of like our center back situation similarly. Like, I get it; they might deserve whatever. But
money's a lot shorter in Serie A as opposed to the Premier League. So
I'm saying for us, like our current situation with our current wage bill and how we fucked up certain situations, and you have to understand that you have players like Reece James and Mason Mount due next year. You have to give them contracts, right? So
but there's also contracts that are expiring too. Barkley's expires next year. Alonso's expires next year.
And I think that's the thing we've got.
But here's the thing: all those contracts. If you take all those contracts off, then I think that brings us.
The problem is, the biggest problem for us is that the players that we are not selling, we are re-signing on 1-year extensions in the hope that we sell them again, and we're just holding on to them for nothing. Just let them go.
Have we re-signed anybody over the last few years? Like last year or this year?
Literally, given a contract.
Like I'm saying last summer.
Yeah, I think back wide did Zappa
Kennedy.
I think Kennedy
that was 2 summers ago.
No, it wasn't. But Bakayoko was meant to expire in the summer, or was meant to expire the end of this year. And we've given him a new 1-year deal so he could go to AC Milan with that.
They are not going to sign him, by the way.
No, it's obligatory. But it's obligatory, but based on like a number of appearances or performances or something. He hasn't.
He's playing now, so.
He's not playing that much.
Same with Emerson. By all reports, Leon are not going to sign Emerson.
Okay, so you guys are saying that we're not going to be able to get rid of these players. How can we pay these guys $200K then?
Right. No, I don't disagree. But we talked about this yesterday. We're not going to pay any defender really over 200,000.
Yeah, because one end is we're getting rid of these players in that contract, so we have the money. But then you guys are saying we don't have the money because we're not going to get rid of them on that contract. So we can't give them 200K. We just can't.
No, but the reason we're saying about the contract is we should have just let these guys go. Just release them. Stop like being fucking stingy, or sell them for a fee that makes sense. Stop being fucking stingy.
Yeah, but
you know I agree with that.
But Tuchel likes Emerson.
But does he like Batshuayi? Does he like Bakayoko? Does he like Drinkwater? Does he like Kennedy? Does he like Babarahman? Does he like Matt Miazga? Does he like Jake Clark-Salter? Oh, he likes all these. He likes the 7th choice centre back, does he?
Yes.
Those are Tuchel signings.
Oh yeah, shit. But this is the thing. Like,
his lucky number is 7.
Okay, so what do you guys think happens if Christensen gets 200? What do you think Reese asked for?
What's Reese on?
I mean, nothing right now. But
it's the thing is, it depends on how they are. It depends on how they are as people. Because if they are,
I'm glad you said
that.
What about Reese tells you he wouldn't ask for his money, or Mason Mount rather, like the jolly?
No, I'm not saying they won't ask for their money. It depends how much they ask for. If they're happy to pay, if they're gonna do what Cho did that season that Bayern were going, then we're in an issue. But if they're gonna go, we want, I don't know what they're on in a minute.
A week.
Yeah, say he goes, I want 100K a week, which that's not mad in the grand scheme of it. It's mad to like the normal person, but in the football terms, it's not mad.
How much is Reece James is on now?
58.
58.
It's not. So it's not. If he goes, I want 100. That's not mad, and that's feasible and that's doable. If he goes, I want 150, then you're going. Then you're in the position you just talked about, where it's like, well,
no, but Scott, that's what's happening with our center backs right now. So, like, if they get their way, players learn from that. If they're able to jump, from 70 or 90 to 200, he's gonna want. And based on his
what
status,
Danny says makes a lot of sense, right? It kind of sets up a precedence for the others to come follow up.
Exactly. That's
and
why
they would deserve to. Like
Christensen. That's why Christensen has changed his mind. Christensen changed his mind because of Rudiger in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then
you saw some with Tammy already, right?
Rudiger went on.
How much is Kai on right now?
Let's be honest. If Tammy wasn't on, if Hudson-Odoi wasn't on 130, Tammy would have never asked
Tammy
for
would never ask for that money.
So in the same right, Mason Mount, Reece James. First of all, they're not going to make less than Cho. That's not going to happen, and they're not going to make less than even Havertz. You know what I mean? So it's like, Mount's going to say, why is Havertz making 150? I should be making 180.
So this exactly that's what is actually going to happen. Like I said, Rudiger started it. Well, the whole thing started is Cho, and now Rudiger's asking. Christensen changed his mind. Then Rudiger went on a club world tour of who gonna pay me more, and he returned with the tail between his legs. And got back smack to reality. So Chelsea raised up a little bit to meet him in the middle. Then he turned it down. So he went from Chelsea. Chelsea offered him 140, and went 185 to 200 for him. He said no. I'll go to 225. In the meanwhile, all the thing Real Madrid offered him is 173. So when people call him Christensen snake, I don't know which tail of this snake you're talking about, but both of them snaky. But just both look at the picture from their own perspective. Christensen changed because of Rudiger. Rudiger changed because of, I don't know what he changed. Because, Real Madrid didn't offer him as much as he wanted to. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a moot point. It's moot point. We need to stick to the facts. I'm not saying that I don't like him. I want him to sign. That's not the point. What I'm saying is it has to be a drop point for making the mistakes. For example, if Chelsea didn't make a mistake with wages on Cullen, on Kai Havertz, on Timo, if they realize that they made a mistake, it doesn't mean that they have to follow those mistakes. It means that there will be a point when we're going to stop. You know what? Either we're losing those players, but we're going to put the stop to it. Or we're going to keep going and dig ourselves in a bigger hole. I think Chelsea finally start realizing that we cannot go back into the financial world doing a flippity flop based on a player wages. And I think Rudiger and Christensen, it is the stand for Chelsea. It's the last stand Chelsea is gonna make. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Daniel is gonna be right. Next person is gonna be on a higher wages. It is Reece James. It is Mount, and those are not the regular players. Those are actually Chelsea players that actually gonna make more problem than, for example, Rudiger and Christensen. Can you imagine if if we offer Rudiger 200k over and Christensen, and then James and Mount asking for 150 or 180, and Chelsea say no, that will start riots with the fans because those are Chelsea players. You know what I'm saying? Who's more
No,
valuable?
Alex, I think the
club?
the fans think that because they're Chelsea youth players, they're gonna just go along with it and sign whatever contract that they have to sign. What you have to understand is based on the youth players, even the younger ones that we're seeing recently, they are leaving earlier, right?
Yes.
These guys are not going to not get
Wait.
their worth. Like even the rumors of Real Madrid being interested in Reece scares me. Just the rumors of that. Like they want Reece James because what's his name? Carvajal is basically done now. He's basically, you know what I mean? He's meeting now, always getting injured. So of course they want the next best thing. They're building their next Galacticos team. They can come for Reece. I don't know why people don't think that can happen. So the club has to think of things like this. Like, we know Reece is a Chelsea boy. He would want to stay. But if they're offering him 220 and a signing bonus, and you're playing for Real Madrid, you've achieved what the greatest thing you possibly could with Chelsea. You won the Champions League.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
and if you want to take it, if you want to take it to the even most simplest, if you want to take it to the simplest of terms, all you have to do is go on Instagram and scroll through their feeds. These players are not exactly the most not. I don't mean to say unhumble, but like the shit they wear, all the stuff that they wear, it's expensive. A lot of shit that they do, you can clearly see it costs a lot of money. So it's a matter of they're gonna get their money's worth very easily.
I think actually Tuchel is the reason we start the whole thing with the rebuilding the Chelsea from the academy to the starting, because Tuchel is actually given. If you can see Tuchel, Chelsea, believe me, Roman waited for so long for academy players to make the number one team. That's why he liked Rudiger, Robin Loftus-Cheek. I know for a fact Robin Loftus-Cheek is one of the favorite players for Abramovich. It's a known fact. The reason why he's on 150 because he did not want him to leave and stuff like that. He's personally knows the family and everything. I'm telling you, Tuchel and Abramovich, I can go a long way if we stick with Tuchel, because the way Tuchel looks at the youngsters, the way he makes those youngsters look. It's two players that people didn't even consider to be playing for Chelsea, Chalaba and what's his name, and Sarr, and all of a sudden both of them are in the picture. And even though I knew Sarr was actually a good prospect, that's the reason why we got him. And the people from the other platforms are speaking highly, but Chelsea fans are not. And I was like, I'll reserve my critique until the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, if the players like $100 million players are gonna put up the stink much. I'll tell you I've been saying it from before. Even if Chelsea doesn't get top four, Tuchel ain't getting sacked.
Tuchel isn't getting sacked unless he pipes up. Like,
Yeah.
I've said this from the jump. Unless he starts talking, that's when they'll fire him. If he doesn't talk and complain about transfers or this or that, and again, he's obviously interested in a project, right? He said that. We heard the quotes, but not quotes. So the story come out that if this Chelsea job didn't work, you know what I mean, he would have taken a much lower job so that he can actually build and have time to build an actual project there. So he's in for a project. He's not on a Conte thing where it's like, I just won the league. Why don't you give me the players I want? Fuck you guys. I'm gonna screw everything up. Like a fucking child. Like, he's not doing that. He's not being petulant, which you would expect him to be this year after winning the Champions League. This was his year to be as petulant as he possibly could have been. Like every chance he could bring it up that we didn't get a DM, he could do it. Every chance that he can bring up we didn't get a right back or a wing back, he could do it, but he chooses not to, which makes me believe he's really changed.
Yeah, and from all the reports, like he actually gets along quite well with Marina and a lot of the board guys, and Roman and him are very tight. Like,
Peter Cech. I think Peter Cech is going to be massive at Chelsea. I think people sleeping on Peter Cech as the next director.
He's a great go-between.
He just has a lot of listen. One thing you have to understand about Cech is he has a lot of contacts, and he's respected a lot in world football. And I'm pretty sure even Tuchel kind of respects him to a certain level because like he's an all-time great. You know what I mean? He's an all-time great. So they have a good relationship from what we're hearing. We see his name involved in, and I haven't seen this about because the other club advisor is Arneson, and we don't hear his name. Like, I mean, not Arneson. What's his name? Peter Weiser. We don't hear his name when
even what's his name? The board director. What's his name? Peter Bug. Bruce Bug. Even he started disappearing. Remember when Chelsea used to when the Super Cup show came thing, Super League, whatever.
Yeah, Super League.
Used to be every big things used to be Buck, used to be to put the statement and everything.
True.
Peter Cech is going into those places between fans now. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he actually went into the fire, man. Cech went into the fans.
And another advantage that you get with
exactly. Do you see Buck doing it? No, but he's the one who used to do it. Peter Cech travel supporters to the away matches.
The fans would have stripped Bruce Buck. His naked ass would have been carried out of there.
You see what I'm saying? So I think people.
And I went back.
Cech as director.
I went back and listened to the Musunda interview because someone mentioned it that he was talking about the job that Cech was doing behind the scenes and how involved he is. I did read the article about Cech saying it, but he can say whatever he wants. Now you have to see what other people in the club are saying and how deep his influence actually goes. Are they listening to him, or they are listening to him, obviously, because they're listening with Mendy and Mendy. Although they didn't pull the trigger on it, but they're all listening to him.
Yeah.
And another advantage that you get with Peter Cech is that he knows Eastern European market very well. Like
exactly.
If you see the West Ham United, the new investor, I think his name is Daniel Kretensky. He's the new investor for West Ham United. And even before he started investing, one of the major reasons for him investing is because of the Eastern European players that are playing in West Ham right now from Souček, and I'm not able to recollect the others, but there are a good bunch of... There are a good bunch of those players as well, and you have the market there, and he knows the market better in that area as well, and that's where I think Peter Cech is more, he can cover Europe wholesome, not just one part of it.
But that's what having, we've spoken about this before, but that's what having football people in like board level helps, because you get he knows the Eastern European and the French market, because from playing there and just from being around that area. You've got obviously Emanal, when he was here, knew the Belgian market, and that's been really fruitful for a number of clubs. You've got whether it's being able to tap into the South American market, or you look at the North African market has shown a massive you look at the Egyptians or the Algerians that have come, or of those of Egyptian or Algerian descent that have been big.
Yeah, and Arneson was a big French fan. That's how we got Malouda, Drogba, Essien, all those guys from the French league, because that was his focus. Emenalo was Belgium, and now it looks like Czech is French. It's like France.
French is really close to Premier League, actually.
And the thing is as well, is with these Eastern European countries, you can find good players for cheaper prices. Is the thing. You're not spending I don't know exactly how much. I'm gonna have a little look,
and
but I don't think
BJ,
you mentioned West Ham. I don't believe that any of the guys they got were massively expensive.
No. I'm pretty sure you got Souček for 23 million.
I think Haller might have been, but that was from a few years back.
And Krul, the newest one they got,
he was 19 million. Souček was 19 million, and he's been quality for them. And this is the thing, and this is where
I don't know what you're talking about. He's looking like a $19 million signing this year.
No, he's been good. Like he's been really good for them. Like, since
No,
he's
no, no,
got-
no, 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 no,
No,
no,
he's
no. Hold on.
he's
No, no,
playing.
Scott,
No,
Scott,
no.
Scott.
Now he's playing.
Hold
Now
on.
he's playing
Pause,
to his
pause,
level,
pause,
right?
pause.
He was playing above his level last year. He
Daniel,
looked
give
like
me
a
2
top
seconds.
4
Daniel,
player.
give me 2 seconds.
He ain't no
Daniel,
top
Ah,
4
guys,
player.
I gotta head out. Gotta go.
Daniel, give me
Alright.
2 seconds.
Scott,
Scott,
be here
Scott.
for a few more minutes anyway. Take care, bro.
Take
See you
care,
guys.
Alex. See ya.
See ya.
See you, Bob.
Oh, it's not me
Scott
too.
was
Actually,
the number one.
Peace,
Scott
guys.
was the number one
Love.
Suchek supporter. I remember man said it with chest that Suchek was better than Rice. Man said it with chest. Straight chest.
Yeah.
Who did?
Now you gotta
I
walk it
stand
back.
by.
off,
I
because
stand
that
by
was
when I said
cap.
that. I stand by that sentence.
How? How do you stand by it? There is no
Because
way
he
that
was
he's
better than Rice.
wasn't.
He was.
All he did was score goals. That's it.
It wasn't just scoring goals.
It was-
Everything. By the way, everything that Rice is doing this season that they're praising him for, Suchek was doing last season.
Nope. Nope.
He was.
You see what happened
Because
was
Rice was the
what happened was
screener.
what happened was Suchek was scoring the goals, so Rice had no attention given to him. Rice is doing the same exact thing this year with more consistency.
He's not.
It's
No, he's
literally
not.
the same exact.
He's
you
not
see
doing
what-
the
you see
same
it?
thing. No, he's not. He's not doing the same thing. He's
listen,
factually not doing the same
I've
thing.
consistently watched the West Ham games for the past.
He's
2
not. He's and he's not doing the same thing because last season he was more of a sitter. This season he's the ball carrier. He's carrying the ball and progressing the ball a lot more than last season. A lot more. So he's changed to how he was playing last season to this season.
Boss man. Last season, if you go back and watch most of the important games that they had last season when they ended up going 1-0 down, or they ended up even when it was 0-0, when they don't have the lead, right, and they're going up against better opposition last year, he was the one that was breaking the line of defense because they weren't automatically this year. You know how this year they're playing more attacking, like they're not sitting back as much. They're going full on, like as soon as the game starts, they're attacking, right? Last year they weren't doing that. They would sit back when they were at 0-0, and it was what's his name? It was Rice that was doing the ball carrying at the beginning of the matches. Once the game opened up, you start sitting back to cover for the defense. But when the game and the formation was packed and tight, he was doing the ball carrying. Again, this year he's just doing it more consistently because they're playing more open. But last year he was doing the same exact thing, but people weren't looking at it because Suchek's name was on the score sheet.
Okay.
Still worth 100 million. So
He's
I
not
can't-
worth 100 million in
He's
any
still not,
shape.
he's, no, he's
Exactly.
not. He's not worth 100 million.
He's not worth
also
80
not worth
million in any shape.
He's not
way,
worth 80
form.
million either. I agree.
What would you pay for him?
Neither is
half
Schumann.
the fan base still want it.
Neither is Schumann.
What was
Agreed.
Rodri?
Too many, I don't think will cost that price though.
What was
Rodri
Rodri?
40 or 60? 40 or 60, one of those two.
Yeah, I'd see around
I-
60.
I kind
60?
of heard from.
He shouldn't be worth more than 55 then. If Rodri was 60, he should not be worth more than 55.
Well, I
shit,
disagree
yeah.
because Rodri did not come in and start. I completely disagree because Rice can come in and start. Rodri did not. So I don't. That's at least 5 mil, 10 mil that he can come in and start automatically.
No. That doesn't.
I think
equate to
Shumini
5
will be
million.
somewhere in the range of 65 to 75. The reason why I say
And he
that
will
is because
still, and Schumann will still be
Jesus.
sitting for a whole year. Again,
Jesus.
like it's just you're
He
talking
doesn't-
about prices, and you're still not going to start.
Yeah, but the difference with
Rice doesn't. Hang on. Rice doesn't come in and start.
What?
He
He
doesn't.
doesn't come in and start. You
He
think this
doesn't
guy?
replace. He doesn't replace
Bro,
Jorginho.
No. You don't. You
I'm
think this
fucking
guy?
right.
You think this guy who has played in a counter-attacking team
That's my guy.
for the last 2 or 3 years is going to come into a possession team where he needs to dominate on the ball in terms of being able to link the defense to
Ballon
the
d'Or catcher
midfield?
up. He got
And you
lost.
think he's starting every game? No, he's not. He's not. He's riding bench.
That's my guy. On a real note, though, yes, I do agree with Scott. He is not coming in and immediately starting in his team. Everybody just went silent when AC got up. Cool. On a real note, also chew up with Manny. I also agree with Dak. He's not immediately starting because, as we've seen with Sal and other players from other leagues, he's not going to adjust quickly enough for us. But after that, I got a question for everybody. Then, if Lewis wants to wrap
And
it,
go ahead.
with the position we are now in, what would be an acceptable season for you guys with the way the season has gone?
Top 4 and winning the FA Cup, the Club World Cup, and the League Cup.
Everything he said, but top 3 in the Champions League.
Oh yeah. Realistically, should be top 3. The Champions League, I don't care if we don't win because we're not the best. Like if we don't win, it's fine. But I expect us to win everything else.
For me, VJ, you want to go first?
Nobody's going.
Okay, for me, Carabao Cup, Club World Cup, that's a bare fucking minimum at this point. Top 3, and we're not winning Champions League, so I agree with Scott. FA Cup. So that's me.
Come on, man. We're going Zenit and we're winning number 3. That's why we drew 3-3 there.
Yo, listen. If we win the Champions League back to back with the way we're playing right now, I will do something embarrassing online. I don't know what will be. But there's no way we're fucking doing it. We're not doing it.
We're not.
That's what they said in 2012. That's what they said in 2021. Don't worry, man. I'm here for round 3.
In 2021,
you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. It changed after the group stage.
You know what? You're right. But Lewis, do have faith. Even 1%, I'll agree with you.
We're a cup team.
Oh yeah, we are.
Within 90 minutes, in spite of the shocking, horrific football on Saturday, we can get a result against anybody. But Chelsea fucking football club. Definitely. My aim is get to the semis, and once you get to the semis, you can start realistically thinking about winning the whole thing. So just get to the semis, and then we'll reassess things.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Go ahead, BJ.
Yeah. So for me, I look at Chelsea, not just Chelsea, any football club from 2 different angles. Like, one is the footballing side. The expectation for me would be, top 4, maybe top 3 actually. And out of these 3 trophies that we're right now in, probably win 2 of them. And Champions League, probably what Lewis said as well, like top 3 would be fine there as well. But there is another aspect of it that I really want us to sort out as Chelsea Football Club, is that get these contracts properly sorted out. Like, if you want to retain players, retention, all of these sorted out, and try to minimize your losses, because that is how on that basis is what a transfer market in the summer and the next winter is going to be dependent on. So I think this 6 months is probably the time where we have to minimize those losses. I really want to understand how or what is the action plan from our club to actually mitigate this. And if they're able to do that, and when the next account statement is released and we take a look at it, and if it's all fine, I'm fine with it. I think those are the 2 aspects that I'd look at, like not just from the footballing side, also from the business side, because a lot of it depends on business side depends on how it will reflect on the football side as well. So, yeah.
All right, it's 5 o'clock now. We've been going for nearly 2 hours, so I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. I might do a review after the Chelsea-Hilal match, because I think I'll be watching it at home. So if I am, I'll be doing a stream on it after the game. So big up everyone. We'll be opening the lines and getting everyone on. Until then, smash the like and subscribe button. Big up everyone that's locked in. Champions of Europe, pay AC and all of that. And we'll see you guys next time. Up the